Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. And his first look is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Flushed out right. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Mariota on 3rd and 2. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 11.
18. Gotta go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Here's a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right. That's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Lock it. Hey, gotta go.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Martavis Bryant, 71 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. One.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Hey, Blue 18.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
One. Wait, Blue 18. One.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
One. Flip, Blue 8. One.
Mariota now from the 50. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mariota now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
One. Ready. 180.
Now Mariota. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Lock in.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Hey, 18. Lock in.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be out of bounds on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mariota to throw it. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Lock in.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. Looking left-sided, he's got a man. It's Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 61 yards that time on the ground. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Washington. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Mariota. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One.
Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
That's complete to White. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Hey, gotta go. Ransom. Gotta go.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White from 6 yards away. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's in. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lock it.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right back to him on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Move.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We go. You see it, you see it? Lock in, lock in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton from 21 yards away. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
First down, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And that will get him one closer. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Easy. 4 down. Alert. Tight dog.
Now they try the right side here. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, But the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Grant. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me. Tried to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear
by
the time we have to leave the booth.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Lock in.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter, and you've got a minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lock in.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Trubisky. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They pitch out to Howard. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Lock in.
Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Spins past it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Down to the 25. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Staying on the ground with Washington. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys.